Welcome, everyone. I have a very special guest today, the starting free safety for the San Francisco 49ers, Jimmy Ward. Jimmy just got back from the DR, and he's been nice enough to give me some time. Jimmy, how you doing?
Doing great, man. Cannot complain. What about yourself?
I'm doing good. Look, the reason I invited you on my show is, one, you gave me that nice shout out the other time, but it seems to me that you're very interesting in the sense that you're the longest tenured player on the team. You got a lot to say. You're a hell of a player, and no one really knows what you're like. And that's not your fault. It's probably the media's fault. It's probably my fault. I haven't always said the nicest things about you, and you've always been available for interviews, and I don't know if we've requested you enough. So I thought it'd be cool to have you on here and just ask about your whole story. Let fans ask questions too, if you're up for it.
Oh, no problem. Let's do it.
All right, man. So I just want to start with your childhood. Like, how'd you grow up, and how did you get into football in particular? It seems like you could have went into a lot of sports. And how'd you become a DB?
I grew up in a two-parent household. I was born and raised in Wisconsin, moved to Mobile, Alabama when I was like 5.
Okay.
Grew up watching my 2 older siblings play football. I always wanted to play it. Finally played it when I was 9 years old. Organized football. I always played, backyard football. Kind of got my parents kind of baited me into it, as in with the cheese fries store, kind of put that out there.
I like cheese fries.
Yeah, so I had to get cheese fries in order to play. So, if I couldn't get cheese fries if I didn't play organized football, so I ended up doing it, and I ended up earning my cheese fries. And then my dad, kind of pit like he had a chart, a system that instead of how some kids get allowance and if they clean up their room and this and that, well, if I get a TFL or sack, I get like $2, $3. If I get a touchdown on defense, I get $10. If I get an interception, I get $5. Tackles, he didn't pay me for tackles because I used to always get a lot of tackles. So, and then I started to get good at it, and he started to not pay me. He reneged on the bet. But
you're too good at this game, man. Here's just some cheese fries. Enjoy yourself.
So that's how I end up, and then eventually I started, to love the sport, and I came to the person I am today.
But the original love was cheese fries. Cheese fries are nachos with fries instead of chips, right?
Yeah. No. Oh, yeah. You can say that. Yeah.
Yes, basically. They're really good. They had them at my middle school too. I remember those cheese fries. It's hard to get them at a restaurant. But let me ask you, what position did you play at first? I'm curious.
Oh, I started off, when you start off football to kind of learn everything, you start off on defensive line,
Is that right?
Yeah, I started off
okay.
On line, and I just kept getting a lot of TFLs and sacks because the offensive linemen were slow. And eventually they moved me to linebacker. That was my second year. My second year, they moved me to linebacker, and I had number 47. That was my first jersey ever. So after that first year, I know my defensive coach, he loved me, named Coach Tony. He ended up coming to me. He was like, "Hey, I got another jersey for you." And I was like, "I love the jersey I got." I didn't know anything too much about jerseys. And then I said, "What jersey?" He said, "How would you like number 1?" It's like, "I like number 47. He said, "No, number 1 will look better on you." And I was like, "Okay, I'll take number 1." And that's the reason why I ended up changing my number when the single digits got available. That's why I was like, okay, I'm going to put my bid in for this 1. I know Deebo Samuel wanted 1 too, but it's like,
I see. So have you been playing defense your whole life? Did you ever play offense? And
no,
why defense?
No offense. Strictly.
Never offense. Interesting. Why?
Probably had to do something with my dad. He was always, he kind of pushed that aggressive mindset. He never talked about offense.
Interesting.
Hitting somebody, defense, told me different techniques to hit, and he was just kind of put that anger inside of me. Yeah, so I used to get in trouble. That's another thing. I used to get in trouble a lot in school. So kind of football helped me channel my energy. And I seen that was a question that you had, that you asked about that. But yeah, football, it helped me as a child, because I kept getting in trouble.
Trouble how? You don't seem like someone who get in trouble.
I was talking a lot, man. Talking. I had good grades. I made good grades, and I just kept talking. And every other day, they call the office. I get a spanking, but I still do the same thing the next day. So I end up, my parents talked to me and just said, all the energy you have in the class, try to channel that in, on the field. And that's kind of what I did, and it helped me in the long run.
How old were you when you met Jaquaski Tartt?
How old were I? I met him. I met him in the ninth grade. We
Okay.
didn't talk because he was a basketball guy.
Mhm.
They kind of act different compared to, we all athletes, but they act kind of different. They
They
basketball.
think they're better, right?
Yeah, they more finesse.
Yeah.
Until so senior year is when we kind of actually got cool and got close because he was actually playing offense at first.
Oh.
They realized he's not an offensive guy. He can't catch that well or take across the middle. So they moved him to defense, moved him to safety. Once our other 5-star safety got hurt that year, and they moved him to safety.
So did you have a year in high school where you were playing safety, like the Niners defense right now? That was your senior year of high school?
Yes.
That's nice.
Yeah. So me and him started. Well, I started safety the senior year, but my best year I had was my junior year.
Okay.
Like,
did you know he was when you looked at him, did you think that's an NFL player right now? Did you know?
I knew he was big. No, because I met a lot of guys, and especially in Alabama, it's a lot of buff, burly guys. Nick Saban come look, give them an offer. SEC give them an offer just because how they look. But I always thought they wasn't physical. They wasn't football players. Like, yeah, they look good, man. They're built. They're 6'3", probably 230, 225, college ready guys. So you could probably go be a future NFL guy, but that's not all.
Yeah. So what was it like when you go to Northern Illinois?
Mm-hmm.
You're a big fish in a small pond. What was that like for you there?
It was cool. Day one, they knew I was good. They didn't. I should have been at NIU. But when you look at me and you see how I dress, how I talk, how chill I am outside of football, they was like, well, what is this guy doing here? I kicker. When I first got there, I was like, when I first got to NIU, I was like 169. Guy was like, what position you play? I said, I play safety. And he was like, oh, I thought you played kicker. I was like, I need to put some weight on. But yeah, they didn't really think too highly of me when I first got there. My head coach told me I was going to redshirt. Actually, I had to wait on somebody else to decommit from NIU into another school in order to get my scholarship. So yeah, that's how that happened.
That seems like a big part of your personality. Like, you're really not into the hype, and yet you prove yourself against guys who've been famous since they were like 20 because they went to Clemson or whatever school they went to. Is that fair to say?
It's been going on since forever, man. That's how my life kind of went with football.
I remember when you were like a rookie in the locker room, you were talking to Tank Carradine. And I think it's because Northern Illinois had played Florida State. And he was like, man, you guys can't hang with us. And like, what are you going to say? Like, you could hang with Florida State, So I remember that you used to get crap from teammates. Like, what is Northern Illinois?
Yeah, a lot of people talk about NIU. Man, I feel like it was cool. It was a cool school. It's something I need to experience, I would say. I think I needed to go down that path to really find out who I am as a person.
Why? Why was it the right place for you?
I feel like I was able to play right away. A lot of guys get, buried in college. Some of these guys go to these big schools and they feel like they made it. I went to the school and I feel like I still had to work, and I got to play right away. I didn't get the red shirt, so I was playing special team. Probably could have started if I would have worked stuff. But I was able to develop by playing and not red shirt and not sitting on the bench and have to wait for these 5-star, 4-star highly recruited players to play as long as they possibly can before they get drafted or don't draft it. You know how the process goes at big schools.
All right, last childhood question. I'm going to get into the present. What was it like getting drafted by the 49ers? What do you remember about that? What did it feel like?
Oh, man, I just remember my head was hurting.
Why?
Because I had a feeling I was going to go first round because I was looking at the safeties that was in front of me at the time. Like, none of the safeties could do what I do. Like, It's just they went to schools and they had the hype, but I never had the hype. It's like
Right.
drafting. You get paid more if you got a fan base and you got more hype. It's crazy. I guess that's why it's called branding. But it's crazy because I watch film heavy. So beginning of my senior year in the summer, just like I'm doing now, I always watch all the safeties. So I went on what it was, NFL draft board, and I looked at because I think I was number 18 at the time.
Wow.
Heading to my
senior. Overall or among safeties?
18 overall among safeties.
Okay. Wow.
At free safeties and strong safeties.
Okay.
I wasn't too high up the list, but kind of similar where I'm at right now. I think I saw a list that had me at 19, and it's fuckers in front of me that didn't even play last year. That 2 or 3 games and they top 10. I was like, bro, what the heck, man? But anyway, that's another. Okay, let me stick to the subject. I get off. But yeah, I was just watching all this film, and I was like, wow. I was like, man, these guys don't play special teams. I said, they just play in one position. They don't cover. They don't play nickel. I said, these guys just sit back, get 2, 3 picks, and they first round. They missing tackles just because they're in SEC or ACC. And I guess they say they playing against better competition. I guess that's why they go so high. But I'm like, bro, I play against this competition, and I don't see me not making play. I feel like I can do everything they can do and more. And so I had to go to the Senior Bowl, and then that's when I winning the best DB award in the Senior Bowl. And I did the combine. No, I ended up finding I had a fracture in my foot at combine, so I 4-4, and that's when they were telling me, yeah, you're gonna go first round. But a lot of people thought I was gonna go high second, but they had Joyner in front of me at first. But I ended up moving at the Senior Bowl. But at first it was Joyner in front of me, Dion Buchanan was in front of me, Kevin Pryor was in front of me, Clinton Dix was in front of me. All the guys that I named, besides Joyner could cover. Joyner could make plays. Joyner always was a playmaker. But he went to Florida State too. So I was surprised that I jumped him because he went to Florida State. But the other guys never was in a position to cover, didn't make plays on special teams, wasn't hitters, wasn't secure open field tacklers. Like Dion and Kevin Pryor was big hitters. But I don't see them wrapping up. In the NFL, you can't big hit everybody. You gotta wrap up because they're just as big as you or bigger.
Yep.
And I didn't see enough film on him. I'd seen him catch some amazing picks, which I can consider him a ball hawk. But that's it. Like wasn't a big tackler, wasn't a great open field tackler, wasn't a big hitter, wasn't covering nobody man to man. So it was mind blowing that I just thought I was gonna be the first, safety off the board. But that's when I realized, like, damn, knock off my school. Like, shit, I had to do everything to get drafted first, first safety off the board. So, but like I said, I'm used to it. I was just happy to go first round because, I had coming from NIU, and not too many people went first round at NIU.
And it seemed the 49ers appreciated you for the right reasons.
Yeah.
At the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said yes and no.
Man, yeah, because it had, I had my pros and cons, getting drafted first round and stuff because I had to play right away. And
True.
Maybe was I ready to play nickel right away? Obviously I was okay, but I don't think I was that ready. I think they gave me that spot. I think they had to play me there because they lost Carlos Rogers. I don't feel like I earned it. I didn't earn it like I earned it now. Like after that year, when people labeled me a bust, then that's when I looked in the mirror and I said, okay, we'll see the second year. And on my first pick 6 that second year, played all 16. I had that.
That's my next question. I want to ask you, you played like every position in the secondary. You played for a ton of coordinators, a ton of different schemes, bunch of different coaches. I would imagine there was a downside to that. And I imagine that it's probably benefited you in certain ways as well. Could you take us through like how that hurt you when you were younger and maybe how it helps you now? Just all the instability you had.
It hurt me because, it looked like I couldn't ball to me. Yeah. I kept busting assignments because I just didn't have any awareness. When you play in the system for so long and your teammates and you used to the spot, you start gaining this recognition to routes different schemes, different play route schemes you finna get against you. Like you have that memory in the back of your head. But when you move in different spots, and especially corner, like I was shit, man, I didn't know what the hell was going
You can
on.
say whatever you want to say, Jimmy.
Okay,
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
I don't know when I got moved to corner, I just ended up winning the spot because aggressive. And that's it. And I was a competitor, and I ended coach was like, they trust me. His job was on the line, so he wasn't thinking about my career. I seen Mika do that too. I seen Mika leave because he felt like he was out of position. He left, and it worked out for him. And I was like,
who?
I said Mika Fitzpatrick.
Oh, thank you. Got you. Yep,
Yeah.
got it.
Even like, damn, it worked out. I said, damn, it worked out for him. But I thought part of me, but at the same time, when I got hurt that first year, I felt like my value. I was like, maybe my value not as good. Like I don't want to go somewhere and they move me to corner and they move me to a position that I don't want to play. Like I already play nickel, but I wanted to go after nickel. After them 2 years in nickel, I thought they was going to promote me to safety, but they promoted me to corner. And
I remember that.
Yeah, that was a shocker. I was like, shit.
Never done this before. I remember talking to you back then. You're like, man, I have so much respect for corners. This is hard.
Yeah, because I just didn't know. But now, the more that I play it now, and the older I got, like I said, the pros and the cons. Oh, let me keep talking about the cons first.
Yeah.
The cons, I got hurt. So once I did get comfortable, I got hurt. And then they moved me again. Then I got hurt again. Every time I go back to my natural position, I get hurt. It's like, sheesh. And that's when you lose your confidence because, the fans talk about you like you trash and this and that. And then you start to looking at it like, but it's just something inside of me. I wouldn't give in. Like I wouldn't give in. So it's just like players who goes through that, you gotta dig yourself out that hole. No matter what nobody else say, you gotta believe in yourself. And I feel like I believe in myself, and I feel like I'm the best safety in the league because I don't feel like no safety could go through what I went through and still be in the league and still be in the league to this day playing at a high level. Like no safety can adapt to cover. If you don't know how to cover, I don't feel like it's too many safeties that can adapt to learn how to cover and learn.
Right.
Like I don't know too many. Like even as good as Tyrann Mathieu is, I don't see him playing corner. Like maybe he got some covering skills. I've seen him play it in college, but I haven't seen him play that at corner in the league. I've seen him play. I haven't seen Eddie Jackson. He played it in safety. He played corner in at Alabama, but that was Alabama. I haven't seen him get moved to corner in the NFL. Like I'm the only person, and it's a few more. I think Logan Ryan was from Kareem Jackson was form corners, but they can't tackle like me. Like Mika, I think he played a little corner, nickel, and this and that, but they ain't finna move him to corner in the league, and he tackle like me. So that's the thing. But like I said, man, it comes to I'm like I said, Grant. I'm all over the place. You know how I get when I get to talk.
That's why I want you on the show, man.
Because I get to jump from here to here. But
so it sounds like your experience at corners you're proud of it and it's helped you, even though it's hard.
Yes, because I always said it, because once I realized it was hard, I was like, damn, if I can dominate corner, man, that's just one piece to the puzzle. Like that helped my game so much because that takes less beating on my body. Like I don't got to tackle as much if I can learn how to lock wide receivers and tight ends up in different positions. I don't got to bruise my body up all the time, even though I feel like I'm a big hitter. Like if I can be in some of the roles, like how some of them defensive coordinators have to pitch some of them safeties in position to make plays, like I kill people. I work too hard on my lower body. Like for me to not be that big, I got a lot of strength in my lower body. So me taking these kill shots on people across the middle, it'll be a lot of people won't want to catch balls across the middle. That's all I say. But man, but back to the pros. But the pros, it helped me because, like I said, I'm comfortable outside. Like if I ever go outside and play one, if I had to play, if they move a tight end or running back, but that's not how defense is. Like I changed our defense. We don't have to corners don't have to go over no more because they comfortable with me covering a number one in the slot or at number three. You notice our corners stay on their side.
Yeah.
If I'm not in the game, then corners got to go over, or they got to bring another corner, and that's the reason why I'm getting paid 9.5. That's the reason why I can get paid more because I I changed. I feel like I'm changing. I'm changing defenses. I'm just changing how the NFL sees safeties.
It took me so long to appreciate your game. I had to talk to Robert Saleh. Spent a lot of time on the online. Grant, you don't get it. Let me explain it to you. This kid named Vish. I don't know if you know him, but he interviewed Jaquiski Tartt. He was a big. I think you might know Vish.
Vish.
Yeah. So I get it, and I see. It seems to me that you're not a self promoter, and now it seems like now that you're a little bit older, you're like, you know what? If I don't do it, no one's going to do it. So let me just say that no one's going to get more than 50 yards on me, and it's true. I respect it, man. You got to do it to a certain extent, don't you?
No,
I
said it because I believe it. Like tight end, and you said it in your interview. I looked at your last interview. You said, "Well, I feel like Jimmy could be a little bit vulnerable." Is in the red zone, which is true. Bigger wide receivers, I gotta have great ass technique, a good back shoulder, or something. If I don't have great technique, somebody like Gronk, 6'5", 6'6",
what you gonna do? Yeah,
like that's hard. Like, cause he's gonna be pushing off. But the thing is, you just have to throw a flag. I'm smart enough in the game. I'm not gonna let you push off. No. If I feel like I'm gonna beat, okay, I sling you down. We can get up, we can fight, we can scrap. But I'm not gonna let you score this touchdown. Throw the flag. Line up at the 1. We do it again. Like, and Sherm taught me that. You watch Sherm taught me that. I'm not gonna let you get in. So I don't like it's like it's some vet moves I can use. But at the same time, yes, I'm shorter, I'm smaller. So yes, I will have a harder time guarding bigger wide receivers in the red zone. But as a defensive coordinator, you know this.
Exactly. You're not gonna put you in that situation. There's no reason to. That's what Vish and I were talking about. No reason to.
You have to go over there. If you don't notice in the red zone defense, who is the cover corner for the last 3-4 years when I'm in the game? Who's the cover corner? When we run, when I want to say it's what personnel, goal line personnel, they have one corner in there. And it's not me. So if it's wide receiver or one tight end in there, I'm going over there to cover. So that tells you that defensive coordinators trust me.
Yeah.
Even if I wasn't the highest paid DB on the team until this year, I was the person in there close to the red zone on the 1. And I wasn't the highest paid DB. But
now you are.
Don't pay attention to that.
Well, that's why you gotta toot your own horn sometimes. Anyway, we got a bunch of questions from people. Let's go through them real quick, lightning round. Tommy says Jimmy Ward always plays well against the Rams. Can we continue with Stafford as the quarterback?
I plan on continue. I like, but I plan. You still got the same people who you throwing the ball to. Yeah, you can argue and say he's the same quarterback, but he's the same quarterback that's been in the same system in Detroit Lions, and they still didn't go to the playoffs. And you had Megatron. So it's like, what was the problem over there with Detroit? You gonna blame the city? Like, what was the problem?
Yeah, he had a lot of time over there to win.
Is it the money? City don't have the money. If the city doesn't have enough money to bring players over there, why do they even have an NFL team?
That's a good point.
So that's a big question mark. And so you went and traded Goff, who went to playoffs of several times and went to the Super Bowl. Yeah, he lost. Went to the Super Bowl though. I'm yet to see that with Matt Stafford. And you want to just, and I'm saying he's still great staff. I believe he's a top 10 quarterback. I'm not gonna lie, maybe top 5. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm just saying, I'm just going off of what I see. And I see Jared Goff end up getting the boys to a Super Bowl. And like I said, he got him to I want to say the NFC Championship once, twice.
Yes.
And lost one. So
yeah, that's true. Charlie says, Jimmy, do you wish you could redo the play in the Super Bowl when you forced Mahomes to fumble? Always felt like you held back a little. Dante Whitner would have put him out of commission.
He was slipping, man. Yeah. He tried to dive last minute. He seen I was coming. He dived last minute. Yes, I would have got up and I would have flexed, but I couldn't. No, my side hit his knee and knocked the wind out. So I was trying to breathe, but I wish I could get it back. But I did my job. Forced the fumble, but I wish he would never dove. I wish he would try to run me over because I don't think we'd have knocked him out the game, and the game really would have been over.
That was the best hit of the game. I missed some questions. I'm sorry, guys. Kyler says, question for Jimmy. What are your thoughts on Trey Lance? What can he bring to the Niners this year? Stay healthy, Jimmy. All-Pro Jimmy. GOAT #1. Yes, this is the only Lance question, I promise.
I feel like he's nice.
Yeah.
feel like he's smart. He thinks like a quarterback, acts like a quarterback. Quarterback
Yeah.
has to make the smartest decisions on the team. You got to put the team first. But I like how he handles himself, and his locker. We're locker mates. His locker right next to mine, so he asks a lot of questions. He just asks questions of who you think he should go to work on his body. Just important stuff, about housing, who should I talk to, where should I move, good location. So just simple stuff like that. But I feel like he's moving along pretty fast. But I'm yet to really go against him. They've been having him run with the twos and threes. So we'll see camp. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get some reps against him.
All right, coming back to my questions. I want to make this about you. We just talked about that one. What makes you unique? Okay, you do so many different things. And I guess on a week-to-week basis, if you look at the game plan, you might call for you to do different things week to week. What is your favorite assignment or role? Like if you're looking at the game plan and they ask you to do a lot of blank, what are you happy about?
Shit. I want to say play free.
Okay.
Wrong.
Okay.
Wrong.
Yeah.
That don't happen too much. I might get 1 or 2 in the game, and I got to split it with the other safety. But I say covering. I got used to covering, man. I like it. Like I don't get a lot of action
right
in middle field, and that post safety is the only time I get action at post safety, especially if I D-line firing like how they did back in 2019, and it's a such thing as Fred Warner in the middle of the field, and I got Dre and Aziz and Flynn to hold it down. I don't feel like I'm gonna get too much action. Somebody might break loose once or twice, and I just got to get them down. But I don't see too many quarterbacks throwing deep posts when we playing one high.
I like your use of the word action. It's why I'm a sports writer as opposed to like a teacher or something. I like action. And it seems to me that the reason you got into defense is you like action, hitting people, being around the ball. And what you had to come to appreciate deeper in your career is that you're the opposite. You get no action because you're so good in coverage.
Yeah, that's why I kind of wanted to go to strong safety, but
got it.
Got Kwasi there. That's why when I had some good games versus the Packers when I was in the box. But like I said, I don't get to go get the box. They like me in post because I don't miss too many tackles. So it's a break through. Defense coordinator trusts me to get them down so we can live again. So that's like I said, my strength or my weakness. It hurts me because I can cover. It hurts me because I can make open field tackle. It hurts me. So it hurts me to get pit in position because the coach needed me elsewhere. So like I understand, and like I said, the money good, bro. Like.
But it does sound like if you could have it your way, and of course your childhood friends with Jaquiski Tartt, but you'd like a little time as strong safety. I've often felt that you'd be a hell of a strong safety too.
Yeah, I just want that, man, bro. Like I'm so passionate about football, bro. I want everything, bro. I want to see people with my jersey on. I want my name. I want that. So that's
you should.
And that's the reason why I just can't. That's the reason why I won't give up, and that's the reason why I won't listen to the outside noise because I know what I want. And yes, I'm punching 30, but I didn't play that many ball games. I broke bones. Mm-hmm. I don't feel like I'm that. And then especially if my special team coach look out for me and take me off special teams like how the rest of these safeties are. I ain't gonna say take me off all of them because I love special teams too, but just take me off 2. Let me rest my body and don't even think about 2 of them. And just let me get my body right, and I only got to worry about 2 special teams. Man, that'd be more of a better. I'll be more a better player, definitely.
Chewy says enough with the softball questions. Jimmy, what do they say in the locker room about Grant? They don't like him, do they? LOL. I'm saying
Grant. I'm just saying I don't know. Sometimes some people be like, "Oh, Grant, fuck," but they don't. Like I'm saying, like when I see it, I laugh about it because, like I said, I didn't tell you this, but I grew up around a lot of assholes.
Okay.
I was raised by an asshole. So I'm used to it. So the shit that you say, it bothers me because it's a challenge. And I'm like, okay, that's a challenge. Okay, you feel like I remember a couple times, especially in my early years, every time a new safety came in and somebody, you'd be like, oh yeah, he's going to take Jimmy Ward's job or this and that. What does Jimmy do good and this and that? And man, don't see it yet. I was like, I wonder, is he just trying to get views or something? But I was like, hey, I'm getting publicity. As long as my name in your mouth, that's so yeah, it may not be the stuff I want to hear and this and that, but not everybody's not gonna like you. So it's just, people just, some people want people to say all good shit about them. But like I said, let me name Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Tom Brady. As good as those athletes are, it's somebody that don't like them who's talking hella shit about them.
Yep.
So like I'm saying, like I just feel like it's a privilege to even having somebody to talk about your name, whether it's good or bad. As long as you the topic. That's just how I feel about
I
it.
appreciate it.
Jewish. I feel like it should motivate you. Like a lot of your videos and interviews, you motivate me. A lot of other people motivated me too, but you motivate me. You push me, and that's, like I said, that's why I'm still playing. That's why I don't want to give up. That's why I don't see me retiring no time soon. As long as I stay healthy, I don't see it.
See, people don't know this about you, how driven you are, how like silently driven you are. It's really interesting. You've kind of been so chill and you were a first round pick. You made money on your first contract, but you're so unsatisfied. And really the way you talk, it reminds me so much of Frank Gore. Frank Gore was so much, he knew every running back that got drafted ahead of him, every perceived slight he used as a challenge. And it's pretty much what makes the best athletes, what I've noticed.
Yeah, nah,
Anyway.
Frank Gore gave me some love when I first got here. Like, even though I was struggling this year, he was telling people like, "Jimmy gonna be good, bro. Like, watch." Like, he always showed me love though. Like, I don't know what he saw in me or whatever, but he just said it. He showed me love from day one, so I respect it. And you know what type of running back he is. I got to
Hell
hit
yeah.
him.
You got to hit him? What was that like?
Oh, it felt good.
I bet it did. Brett says, "What's it like to play with your old high school teammate Jaquaski?" I know Sherm says you guys bicker like an old couple, but it must be pretty special.
Nah, it's cool, man. Just for somebody else that kind of went through what I went through, and just from where I'm from, able to like reach his dream goal to where, I don't know, knowing Kwasi, he probably would want to go pro in basketball and football. Wish he could have. He still talk about, yeah, okay, no, I probably can get a shot in the NBA, But besides that, no, it's cool, man. I got somebody to relate to. But like I said, we bump heads. We definitely bump heads. But it'd be a challenge. Like, once I stop and like he get out his ways, I get out my ways, and we think about some shit that we say, even like if it comes out wrong, comes out the wrong way. But when you think about it, like, I was like, damn, he really trying to get me better, like in the post, because he played post safety. Because I played quarters in college. He played post safety, so he used to playing free. He used to knowing how to read the quarterback. But it took me a while. I just realized some of the mistakes I was making at post safety. Like, I just was backpedaling. It's three-step quick game, and I'm backpedaling 5 to 6 yards. Why am I even moving? I shouldn't even move. Like, I have even more of a kill shot or opportunity to get a tip in the overthrow. Got to get those pick. Like, I didn't even move for real. And it took me to realize what Kwasi was saying. And then I started watching Kwasi film. So after I got tired of watching me. So I watch, like I said, I watch all the safeties. And I started watching safeties like AC that was on our team that was
Culver.
gave my spot to. And I was watching Kwasi. And I was just watching how they was playing. I was like, hey, they barely moving. And I was like, okay. And they quick, and they see the quick, and they barely moving. Okay, that's why they getting to the ball so fast. And it took me a while to realize that, but I had to learn from, like, I'm learning from my mistakes. Like, that's when I mentioned that I want to play Fire Zone better. C3, because that's just some defense that we got to play. We got to throw a mix up in. So if I can learn that Fire Zone and play that better how I used to play it in college, like, we'll be that much of a better defense.
Timothy, real quick, says, "What's it like being the longest tenured player on the roster? What's it like seeing an entire team turn over?" It's a good question.
Oh man, it's cool. Yeah, that culture when I first got here, man. You remember how? Well, I don't. If you don't remember, I
I
remind.
do.
Oh, okay. Guys was retiring. We had the whole Kaepernick situation. I understand all of that stuff. I don't got too much to say about that. That what it is is with that situation. But that all that hurt her team. That kind of separated guys and just all in the locker room. That whole situation. But that was a whole nother situation. it was a lot of stuff that was going on, man. And then
Football really wasn't the focus for this team for a while, was it?
no, and then with that, guys didn't realize either. Like the same kind of offense that we ran, that's what Baltimore running right now.
Right.
That's why I understand. We play Baltimore. You got to stop that run, and they build defense up. So if guys ever start returning on Baltimore defense, their offense will fall apart. Because if you can stop that run for Baltimore, and you force Lamar to throw the ball, and their defense not up to par, because you can beat them bad. Because they kind of got the same system as the 49ers had back in 2012 and back in 2011. I just paid attention. They used the tight ends heavy.
Oh yeah.
Get most of the balls. I don't even know why Sammy Watkins went over there. Obviously, he's not interested in catching a bunch of balls.
You must don't know Greg Roman, man.
But Sammy Watkins, because I feel like he's one of the. I feel like he's just not talked about. He's been hurt, but dude, man, I like Sammy, man. I feel like he's the number one, and I feel like he's the reason they won a Super Bowl. People gonna give it to Tyreek Hill. People gonna give it to Kelsey. But bro, you got a number one wide receiver. Sammy is aggressive, tall, big catch radius.
Yeah.
He's an athlete. And like I said, and he took a pay cut like 2 years. I was pissed. But he went to the Ravens, though. I was like,
well, don't got to worry about that guy anymore. See you. Yeah.
Oh, give him hell over there.
All right. Next question. Who's the toughest matchup for you in the league? The one that you look forward to the most?
What I look forward to the most? What, in the slot or
anywhere?
You talking about so like if I'm at safety hitting or anything?
I'm thinking coverage. Man to man.
Kittle.
Tell me, you cover him in practice all the time. What's that like?
Oh, I love it.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Because he gets me better, man.
Yeah.
I'm not like I don't got so quick and so good with my pressing. Like he has to power me. He has to try to use his strength. So I can't get on top of him, because if I get on top of him, he'll throw me by. I got to hip on him. If I stay low hip on him, it's like ball shouldn't go there. And if
you can cover him, you can cover anyone.
Yes, he teach me that, because I know Kelsey is not as aggressive as Kittle. And I haven't played against a Waller guy like that. I'm hearing a lot of things about him, a lot of good things about him. And I've been watching. I seen how he did the Chargers and did they safeties and stuff, and they linebackers. But I'm yet to play him. I hope they let us play this third game or whatever. I just love to I just want to see I just want to feel him. I want and see what he feel like. I just want to see what the hype about. But like I said, Kittle definitely. Because I see how Kittle do, how he does a lot of people. He does corners like that. He does linebackers. He does everywhere. Safeties. Like they had to put Jalen Ramsey on Kittle in the game.
That's true.
That's the number, hands down. I gotta give it to Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey is the best corner in the league, and I'm not just saying covering, but tackling, and they can put him everywhere. So and you gotta pick this guy on Kittle. So it tell me right there, like Kittle.
How much has Kittle improved since he got in the league? Like when you saw him as a rookie, what was your impression, and what is he like now compared?
When I saw him as a rookie, I knew he was gonna be a starter.
Okay.
All because like I seen a dude bomb on 2 people twice. I seen him catch a few one-handers his rookie year. And I said, John, them got to steal. Stayed right there. I know talent. Quarterback. I gotta see a quarterback actually in the game.
That's true.
To know what time, because they don't get hit. So I don't. But every other position, I can see it, and I knew Kittle would be a baller from day one.
Robert says, "What is something a lot of people don't know about you, Jimmy? Appreciate you coming on the Cone Zone, getting closer to the fans." He's buying a Ward jersey soon.
I need that. What a lot of people don't know. Sheesh. I have a daughter. She's 8.
You have an 8-year-old daughter? I didn't know that. Okay.
And Autumn.
Okay.
She's on my page. I post on my page.
All right.
I post my girlfriend. I have a girlfriend.
Okay. That's 2 things. That's a good answer. How do you feel about Talanoa Hufanga, fellow safety, rookie?
He been making plays. Like he's been making plays. Like, he's good. And Troy Polamalu's training him. Like, he doesn't do that for anybody. I mean, I never heard of him training anybody. That's dope. So I hit. Oh, true story. So over the summer, I was like, man, let me hit 2 guys up to see if they respond. I hit Ed Reed up and I hit Troy Polamalu. Man, them boys didn't give me no response. I was like, oh man, fuck y'all. But at the end, they didn't respond at all. I was like, bro.
You said Ed Reed or Eric Reed?
Huh?
You said Ed Reed or Eric Reed?
Ed Reed. And the only thing I said is like, hey, look, I want more turnovers. Do you have any tips? That's it. I don't care if you can write 1 sentence. You can tell me, screw you, find your own way. Like, I don't care as long as you respond. These guys didn't even respond. They looked at it, oh, this is just some average guy. I was like, it's okay.
Next time, pretend you're Talanoa Hufanga. They might get back to you.
I understand because, you know, like I said, I even watched some of the formal safeties and stuff. So, like, Ed Reed was dope, made a bunch of plays. Troy Polamalu was dope, made a bunch of plays, but like I said, I still yet to see too many safeties that do what I do. But did what I do a lot.
What's that?
A lot. He did what I did.
That's true. He was a corner.
Ronnie Lott. I didn't know how much Ronnie Lott was a baller. Like, dude, Ronnie Lott probably was like the #1 safety ever.
Yeah, he's one of the greatest defenders ever. So I actually want to ask you about that. My bonus. Here's what I want to ask. It seems like you're vicious on the field. You're a hitter, but you're also really nice off the field. And John Lynch is the same way. Ronnie Lott is the same way. What is it about safeties that they have that kind of like dual personality? What is that?
I don't know, because you can't be aggressive
off the field. That's true. That's true. You go to prison if you did that. Yeah.
You gotta be calm, man. Sheesh.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I said, it goes back to when I was young, learning how to channel my energy. Just learn how to challenge it on the field, and I use all that up. So when I'm off the field, I can be calm. Like, even like when we talk about certain situations, my body start to warm up and get hot, but then I gotta woosah. I gotta woosah.
All right, take me on the field. I want to know what's going through your mind when you're on the field. So like before the play, when the ball's about to be snapped, what are you thinking?
First play, as soon as we get on there, I'm like, man, I need to get a hit up under my belt. I don't get a hit up under my belt. Damn, I'm not getting enough action. And when it's time to man coverage, I just think about technique. And if I'm on somebody who I know got good routes to this and that, my heart will start beating.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, here it go. And then I breathe. And pressure goes away. And technique. Boom, boom, boom. And
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, that's it. Technique. And that's move my feet. And a lot of times I'm going to win. So, especially in that slot. That slot is my world. Slot is my world, and just hitting, that's my world too.
Do you talk during the play to your opponents, to your teammates? Is there talking that happens?
Oh, all the time.
So what is that like?
Just talking to my teammates and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I say the down and distance. I say I echo what Fred say because Fred can do the calls, but I gotta do the directional calls. Sometimes Fred beat me to the punch, sometimes I beat Fred to the punch. But I'm supposed to wait on Fred, but it's because even if he's wrong, I don't want to say the right call. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So even if I'm wrong, whatever he's always right no matter what, even if he's wrong. Right. Yeah. Right. So whatever direction that he calls, I gotta wait for him. But it's some certain situations that I gotta get my call, like a rotation. That's Fred don't say anything. That's my call. So okay, we're rotating right, rotating left, and this and that. So I give the directional calls and this and that. And like I said, down the distance, and I call out plays. If I know the play, if I feel like what's coming, I call them out. Hey, run. Hey, it's pass. Hey, dagger. Hey, it's special. Hey, watch the special. Hey, linebacker, hook player. Watch this. Watch three on the ball. Speed. Hey, slide. Oh, flip. So stuff like that. Hey, running back. He out. He behind the tackle. Scat. Running back, scat. So you gotta dissect the play fast as hell. But
that's cool. There's a ton of communication.
Yeah, and then and like I said, I talk a little bit shit to the opposing team sometimes, especially guys
before the play, after the play, during the play. How you do that?
All of it. I don't like a lot of motherfuckers who we play against. I like you off the field. Once you get off the field, I don't got no problem with you. But we're on the field, I don't like you. Like DK Metcalf, like he's cool guy to hang around if I train with him. But on the field, I don't like him.
Yeah, that comes through. That comes through. He doesn't seem to like you either.
Russell, I don't like him. Great guy outside the field. Great family man. Oh man, icon. Just somebody who you can look up to. Just a vet, true vet. On the field, I don't care. I don't like you. Don't like you on the field. Larry Fitzgerald, the only person who
can't not like him.
Kind of like, I was like, you cool. I still don't like you.
Is he hard not to like? Will he like get up and shake your hand and be like, good rep?
Yeah, but I don't like him on the field. I don't like him. Is he?
I know you don't like DeAndre Hopkins.
Did he retire or no?
I don't know. And he's not on the Cardinals anymore. I don't know. Maybe he's gonna sign somewhere, but I don't know. Anyway.
49er then.
All right. So when you make a good play, how do you feel?
Oh, I feel excited. I get like a sugar rush.
Sugar rush.
I feel alive. It's so surreal. I can't even explain the feeling, to be honest. It gives me a type of buzz that
you live for.
Yeah, it's hard to get that buzz. It's hard to get that rush. I understand what some of them people say. I think it was Ronnie Lott that said, never forget the smell. Like, the smell it feels like when you walk on the football field and you smell it, like that fresh grass and fresh dirt. Yeah, weird, but yeah, that's how.
Well, now that you're approaching 30, which is ancient in football years, right? Does it feel more like you think like, man, one day I won't have that buzz anymore. That's gonna suck.
Yeah.
Or do you not go there yet? With the moment.
Not yet.
That's good. You don't have to go there yet.
Until it's done. Until it's a wrap. Until I know it's a wrap, then I think it'll hit me.
Okay, so you get a buzz when you make a good play, but what does it feel like when you get beat?
Oh man, bad. You know what hurts me the most? Like if somebody catch the ball on me, I'm like, dang. But when I miss a tackle, that I get furious because I know exactly what I do wrong. Well, I know what I did wrong in coverage too. Like, but when I miss tackles, my angles, I'm kind of good with the angles and stuff. That really, because I don't have any business missing tackles. I'm so nice with it.
I've been meaning
on horn, but it's like I don't miss. I just study so much film, and I just know how guys run. It's like I'm so patient. I think when I miss tackles, I think that gets me. It gets under my skin.
I've been meaning to ask you about hitting. I'm saving it for the end, but you've brought it up on your own about 15 times. It seems pretty obvious that that's the part of your game that you're most proud of.
Yes, and yes, I love hitting. That's my strength. But a lot of people feel like covering my strength. Nah, I just worked on my weakness. That's how college. Like when I wasn't doing too much covering in high school, I always said to myself, like, man, I gotta work on my weakness. I gotta make my weakness just as good as my strength because I'm not that big. So in order for me to really be that unique, that unicorn, I gotta cover just as good as I tackle, and I gotta cover. But now I just need a third piece. The third piece is turnovers. And when I think about the turnovers, dude got turnovers if you count fourth down stops. But people don't want to see that. People want to see entertainment. People want to see you snatch the ball out the air, pick up a fumble, score on defense, strip a ball. People want to see that type of buzz, or see that type of entertainment. And they want to hear you jaw a little bit. They want to see you talk. They want to see you grab somebody by the face, man, throw their hammer across the field. It's TV. I got old. I realized that. That's why everybody went to talk and they got paid. And even if, it wasn't all that great, it's entertainment. People pay attention to that. It's TV. All it is a reality TV show. It took me a while to realize that, but that's what you do. It's a reality TV show. You talk about it and you get a lot of followers and a lot of views because the shit you saying ain't nobody else saying. You're entertainment. I watch your shit because you entertain. You talk so much shit. You talk shit about me. You talk shit about Jimmy G. You talk shit about Kittle. You talk shit about the coach. You talk shit about GM.
I try to spread it around, equal opportunity. I don't try to just single anyone out, although I do sometimes.
it's entertainment, man. So like I said, and that's why I be tuned in. Like, fuck this guy.
What's he gonna say this week?
Fuck.
Well, let me ask you this though. I know that you take pride in your hitting, but the rules have changed. This targeting thing, do you feel like it's affected the way you play your position? Did I lose you? Yo, what's up? You're muted. Oh, I lost him.
Okay, you still got me.
Okay, I got you.
Hold on real quick.
All right, sure. So was calling you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Hold on.
That's cool. Do you think?
Yeah. Okay, now what you saying?
All right, question is, I know you consider yourself an excellent hitter. Do you consider yourself a big hitter, a violent hitter? And how do you feel like the targeting rule has impacted the way you can play your position in the NFL? It doesn't seem like Ronnie Lott could do his thing anymore.
Yeah. How long? Oh man. I would say yeah, but I don't. I seen Ronnie Lott had a couple head-to-head shots, but not too many. I still think he'd be a great player in his era because he covered too, and he got the ball a lot. So any player who can get the ball, I'm pretty sure they'd be a great player today. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. That's fair.
But
go ahead.
Hitting the target thing was perfect for me. If you not notice how I hit low.
Right.
I aimed to get lower than the defender. And the one time that I didn't get low, I knocked myself out. And one time when a CeeDee Lamb Cowboys game, and I was off that whole game. For some reason this whole game, I don't know if it was an early game or what, but I was just off. I felt it. And that off, and when I tried to force that hit, and it was an offsides, I don't know why the fuck I did it. I just don't like him. That's why I just don't like him. I don't like CD. I don't like him. But he's cool outside the field, but I just don't like him. But like I said, I took that hit and I learned the lesson. It's like you can't force it. And I got there too early. Normally, at least one leg hit the turf, so I don't catch all that weight. And I'm catching all this weight on the side of my helmet. And I know that something told me to go lower, but I try to get a little bit higher. I should have went lower. But no, that's right up my alley, man.
What you're saying is that it affected everyone else's game more than it affected yours. Made everyone else adjust and do it the right way.
It helped me because I know what it feel like to hit somebody in the knee. I got hit. I got hit in the knee before, and it makes you want to throw up. So imagine somebody coming in full momentum, and I hit you in the knee while you and I hit you in your knee. You out the game. I picked people out the game since I've been in the NFL like that by me, and that's why I like to hit people in the knee, because you're not finna come back in the game. Somebody hit your knee. I hit Larry Fitzgerald in his knee. I ain't even touched the ground, but damn near, I don't know how he finished. He's a tough son of a gun.
It's big.
Or something, tell me on towards MC something, but it's that knee hurt, man.
Do you remember the biggest hits you've given people? Do you remember the biggest hits you've given people? Is that something you remember?
Yeah, I mean, that's another thing, man. I be seeing some people promote. Like I remember something like on his Brawls page. I think it was a guy from Tampa Bay or somewhere. They kept promoting that he hit the guy from Green Bay Packers. You know how Lazard?
Yep, Alan Lazard.
And it was like, oh, textbook hit. But I'm like, how the fuck is that a textbook hit if the guy never seen him coming? Like, yeah, that's a big shot. Yeah, that's a good hit. Yeah, you're a big hitter. That's a good shot, but he didn't see you coming. Well, you should play my hit. He saw me and I saw him. That was a textbook hit, how I hit him. I got low, and I don't see too many guys hitting nobody like that. I was able to get up under him, made him do a front flip, and I twist with him. I twist and land on my feet. You gotta be strong on the legs to hit somebody like that. And not to mention, he's 220.
Yeah.
195.
Yeah. Damn.
Credit. I don't give my credit, man.
Yeah. Well, that's the theme of the day. We got a few more questions from the fans, and I'll let you go. Tony says, what does Jimmy do to recover from training and prevent injuries? He's seen a few training staffs. What are the differences he's seen, especially in regards to injury prevention? What do you do to stay healthy? Because it seems like you've figured it out. You've got this at this point.
I love new training staff.
Okay.
I love new training staff. Man, Dustin, that's one of the new trainers. And Ben, great guys. Manny, he's always been on the staff. Ryan has been on the staff for a while. There's a lot of other guys. Shout out to them, but nah, they really take their time. They really do their studying, and they listen to the players, and so that's why I say they do some great things in and out. Uh, and I just do a lot of extra stuff too. Like if you looked at my Instagram, you see me getting the IV. I had some minerals and vitamins inside of it, and I try to get those every other week during off season. During the season, I probably get it twice a week, just to replenish those vitamins and water in my body. Because just in case I'm not drinking enough water, I still get all that water and inside of me. I take vitamin D pills because the darker the flesh is, the less sunlight you get. And
That's what I was trying to tell you back in the day when you kept breaking stuff, man.
Yeah, I started taking the vitamin D, and then I wear extra gear around my forearms. I gotta protect this forearms. I can't break this shit too many times, 20 more times.
That's true.
I got insoles in my cleats. Make sure my feet good. Can't do nothing without your feet. Get massage. Get deep twice. I got to get all the knots and nicks out my body. I get dry needling. That helps. Take yoga. That helps. Do Egoscue. That's a form of yoga. Do that kind of before and after practice. Get stretch my legs before and after practice. Do my warm up. I'm saying it's a process with it. It's a full week. It's a full week, but I feel like if you love your job enough in like football, if you love anything enough, you'll do
what it takes.
You need do it. You'll do it. Do what it takes. Does what it takes to just stay in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm doing. If I'm doing everything I possibly can, and I still have problems, then hey, so well, But I know I did everything I could possibly do.
Robert says, "What is it like playing for Harbaugh versus Shanahan?"
I played with Harbaugh 1 year.
1 year. Yep.
Like I said, it was cool. It was just a lot going on, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't really, I saw a little bit of them, and I couldn't get the best of them because, like I said, it was a basic season. We didn't go to the playoffs. I don't even think it was a good season. I think
that season was wild. I remember before the first game in Dallas, there was a report that he lost the locker room. It was before the first game. That season was crazy.
I don't even remember that. That could be some stuff him and I don't know, GM had.
Right.
I don't know. I didn't see it. So
right.
And that tell you right there, they use the media to pick stuff out. It's weird like how stuff get out the locker room because I don't know any other teammates that say it. So who said it? Got to be somebody upstairs who tells the media to leak it out. So how else it gets leaked out? That's just the business. So somebody out there, people upstairs want to be the first people to leak stuff out, and I realize that. So, but I just play my part when it comes to that. That's bigger. It's bigger than players right there. It's somebody playing chess. But yeah.
Okay, this is the last one. I'm going to let you go because it's been an hour. You've been extremely generous with your time. I appreciate it. Callus ENT says, I've been wanting. Hold on, where you at? Been wanting to rewrite your intro track, Grant. Jimmy, could I send you $50 to say what's up to my nephew who's beasting on defense right now?
Tell him what's up. What's his name?
What's his name? What's his name right now? Well, I guess we'll find out, but sure. Everyone's asking if they can play Madden against you. Nah, man, leave them alone. What's your most memorable play of your career? Let's put it out on this note. What's your most memorable play of your career from your perspective?
Sheesh. I think it's the game where
Stumpy.
I'm not finna say the pick six. I only had one of those. I'm not finna say the Washington. I had some pretty good games in the Washington game. What is my most memorable game? I want to say the Rams game. I don't even have a play, but I say the Rams game. 2019 game. At the fourth down.
Was it Cooper Kupp? Was it Gerald Everett? They tried you with a bunch of different guys, didn't they?
Yeah, I was coaching and like is he has the big head or something? Like I don't want to say he has the big head because I think he's a hell of a coach, but I don't want to say big. But I just think it's against me. Like, what does he have against me?
Who, McVay?
Yeah, to make him go at me every game and lose that much at me.
Oh no.
And I wouldn't even talk shit when we play the Rams. I don't remember me talking shit, but I have some good games against him. Like, I don't understand why he tries to go at me. Like, I think I try to go at somebody else. If you look at my track record and be like, damn, this motherfucker dominated against him. I even blocked a punt back in my like second or third year. I tipped the punt or something. But it's just like, why even go at me? I don't know. Maybe it's film. I don't know. I wish I know what offense coordinator think. I wonder they like, oh yes, we're gonna go at this guy. He doesn't cover his way, doesn't tackle. I don't think they say that, but I just would like to know.
Just the way he attacks you makes you think he talks like that privately. Well, it hasn't worked out for him yet.
I don't know. He's gonna try to go at me this year. I've been talking a lot of shit. I'm pretty sure it's gonna get to him. So we'll see. I get more balls thrown to me, so I get more action. So if I can bag it up with what I'm talking about now and this whole offseason, hopefully I get paid more money.
Yeah.
Money after they back that shit up. So.
Well, hopefully I got you a little bit more money today. You got me a lot of money, man. I appreciate it. This was great, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Grant.
Have a great weekend, man. I appreciate it.
All right, you too. You continue to be an asshole.
It's what I do. It's what I do for a living, man. Thank you.